Regardless, we've got 2 creatures, 2 lands. This hand is gas. We're going to start with basic Mountain Soul-Scar Mage. Although Wooded Foothills for a Steam Vents is quite attractive, we might go with that instead. We'll definitely keep. Barboza. Good luck, Barboza. Stomping Grounds tapped. Let's see here. Stomping Grounds might be the land destruction deck. Oops. Oh, okay. I was in the chat. That's why my shortcut didn't work. Found a gut shot off the top. We're going to go for... Let's see here. We'll go for the basic Mountain Soul-Scar Mage. Pass. And then we'll go Swiftspear, Gut Shot, light up the stage, I think. What is this? Naya. Cathartic Reunion with 2 life from the loam. So we're playing against Dredge. Woof. And that's 2 Creeping Chills. Brutal. That's a pretty good dredge for them. Alright. But not totally... that's not something we can't come back out of. Okay, we'll go get our Steam Vents. Pay the life. Then we'll play Swiftspear. We'll gut shot them. And light up the stage. We find Optin Lava Dart, fantastic. We're going to do a ton of damage next turn, and quite a bit of damage this turn. So we put them back down to 17, nullifying their double chill. And it looks like we're going to be doing Lava Dart Opt next turn. Smiting Helix to kill the Soul-Scar Mage. Yeah, that works. They'll go back to 20. Still with 5 cards in hand. We draw Burst Lightning. So I think that our plan is still the same. We'll start with the Opt. See what we find on the top. Find a Mountain. That's fine. Put on top. Play the Mountain. We'll Lava Dart the opponent. And then light up the stage. Very good. We'll leave the Mutagentic Growth where it is. And use it next turn. Just in case they try and kill our Swiftspear. This is interesting. This is not the classic dredge that I'm used to. This is something new. Shriekhorn. It is very similar, but there's some... Oh, 2 Necromoeba off the top. Get the Prized Amalgam trigger. That is pretty special. Pretty special. Kind of feel like I'm going to have to Lava Dart those 2 Necromoebas. And they're haggling. Huh, okay. Yeah, that's another card I'm not too familiar with. They do get the Prized Amalgam back. And we found another light up the stage. So we can Lava Dart their Necromoebas. They have no blockers besides the 2 Necromoebas. So if we Lava Dart them both, that's 2 triggers, so we're up to 3 damage. And then we have, let's see here, we have 2 mana left, so we can Burst Lightning, Lightning Bolt. So that's another, so that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then Mutagentic Growth is 11, 12, 13. So I think I'm a little bit off here. Let me count this out again. So we've got 2 darts at the Necromebas, which puts us up to 3 damage. And then 1 dart at opponent, which gives us 2 more damage to 5, right? And that's 1 mana and 2 mountains, so we still have 2 mana left. So we can Burst Lightning, Lightning Bolt. So that's, let's see here. Burst is another 3 damage. Bolt is another 4 damage. And then we've got Mutagenic Growth, which is another 3 damage. So let's see here. That's 3 plus 3 plus 3 is 9, and 6 is 15. So if I've done my math correctly, this is Exacxes. We're gonna give it a shot. Lava Dart. Lightning Bolt. Lava Dart. Lava Dart. Burst Lightning. Yeah, that looks right. Hey, we got there. We can count. Okay, so we're going to want to bring in the relics, because they're some sort of dredge deck. As for the Blood Moons, they seem okay. It's going to cut them off of non-red sources. But I think that they're going to be doing most of their casting with red spells. I'm not too sure about how good Blood Moon is going to be. I would rather focus more on damage. Mutagenic Growth seems quite good if they're going to be removing our creatures with some of their spells. And Gutshot seems actually okay as well, because some of their creatures have 1 toughness. But we do definitely want to bring in all 3 Relic of Progenitus, so we're going to have to find some cuts. We're going to take out 1 Bedlam Reveler. I'm thinking about taking out one of my Soul-Scar Mage. I think the ground is going to be a little bit gummed up. Actually, they also have things in the air with their Necromebas. So let's find 1 more card that we're satisfied with taking out. Maybe a Burst Lightning. Perhaps I should be taking out the Opts and leaving in my damage sources. Aether Gust could actually be quite good here, or Spell Snare if we're countering Cathartic Reunion. So that's something that I might want to think about for next game. This hand is Garbo. I've seen a lot of bad hands. This is definitely one of them. We'll mulligan. Looks like our opponent has kept 7. This hand is fine. It only has 1 land, but it has a relic. So we'll get rid of one of the light up the stage and go from there. I think I still want to start with Soul-Scar Mage, but I may change my mind once I see their play. I imagine that with Faithless Looting gone, that they're really going to start at 2 mana, but we'll see. Okay, Shriekhorn. Very nice. Land. I still feel like I want to start with a Soul-Scar Mage so we can start doing damage. This is what we do. Play the Soul-Scar Mage. Next turn, we're going to be looking at Relic of Progenitus. And we got lucky. They milled 2 lands. Although if they have Life from the Loam in hand, that's going to be a bit of card advantage for them. They'll probably activate the Shriekhorn before their draw step. Again, finding little to nothing. We're getting a little bit of luck here. And with their 1 red mana, they haggle. So they'll discard a Dredger, Life from the Loam, yep, and dredge 3, I would assume, or are they just drawing the card, trying to find the land? No, they dredged, okay, so they did have the land. Stomping Ground untapped, interesting. Do they have a removal spell for our Soul-Scar Mage, or what? Lightning Axe. Okay, that works. There's nothing we can do. They have 2 cards left in hand, 1 activation of the Shriekhorn. So I'm thinking I'm going to probably just Relic on my turn. I might wait until... that's tricky, it's tricky. They actually have nothing in the graveyard besides the Life from the Loam, so I think it's worthwhile waiting on the Relic. Maybe I just want to Lightning Bolt them, light up the stage, and then use my Relic next turn, because I don't think they're going to blow up this turn, but that could be my downfall. Let's light up the stage. Cast with Spectacle. Here we go. Land Mutagentic Growth. Not really what I was looking for, but at least we have a land for next turn. Let's see if we get punished on the Relic. I had a chance on Wednesday to play a Blood Moon turn 3, and I decided to play a threat instead, and I was severely punished. So let's see what happens here. No surprise there. They find a Creeping Chill. Not a huge deal. I don't think they have that other critter in there. Nope. They have the Ox. Oh, they do. They have the Silver Smoke Ghoul now. So that's going to be able to come into play. We do have the Lava Dart for it, though, so we can get rid of it and exile it with the Relic. Using the Ox. Okay. So that's going to get a Burst Lightning. Another Ox in there. So yeah, we Burst Lightning. It does mean we have to leave one thing. I would rather leave the Ox and let this thing live. Not ideal, not ideal. And this Ox, let's see here, 8 cards. 1, 2, 3. So they're missing 1 card anyways, and they have a fetch land, so they'll definitely get it. Let's see here, we want to play this land. Go get Basic Mountain. Let's see here. Oh, it escapes with a +1/+1 counter on it. So we can't kill it with Burst Lightning. That is a problem. We can, however, kill this, and we'll have to survive this for a turn or two. So we'll Lava Dart this, cast a Relic. And then I think we want to use this. Let's see here. They have any dredgers? They don't. Is there any reason to wait on the relic? Potentially for the fetch land, EOT. Otherwise, we can do it on upkeep. Escape is a sorcery. They do fetch. We will activate. Get rid of that extra 1 card out of the graveyard. Draw a Lava Dart. So we do have an answer now to the Ox. We are going to be playing from the back foot, but we are 1 game up. Yep, I'm going to go ahead and hit 6 here. There's nothing else we can do for this turn. Oh, that's surprising. Why didn't they attack? Huh. Lightning Bolt is nice. It means we can answer the Ox with 1 card. Although they do have quite a few cards in the graveyard here, so we're going to wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to be looking at drawing a card with our Fiery Islet. Okay, they milled a bunch of cards. They now have access to the Ox. Casting Life from the Loam again. Oh, excellent. They don't attack? Wonderful. Lightning Bolt. We'll fetch. Go get a tapped Steam Vents. And draw a card. And not finding any creatures, we're just going to have to pass back. And unfortunately, the Ox will be coming back. So perhaps it would have been better just to sit on the Lightning Bolt. If they're not attacking with the Ox, it's not doing anything. And now they can bring it back and use it as a cathartic reunion. Although they do have several cards in hand at this point. But letting them discard their dredgers is going to be pretty bad for us. Something to think about in the future. I still don't understand why they weren't attacking with it, though. They have 16 life. They shouldn't be worried about us attacking them. And Necromoeba is coming into play. With Prize Amalgams. Okay, this is a problem. We have 2, 4, 5 damage in hand. Okay, that's a problem. I think that this game is done. We're going to concede here. Interesting. Kozilek's return doesn't seem terrible, actually. Gets rid of Necromoebas, gets rid of their new 3/1. Aether Gust seems okay. Can put their Ox back on top of their library. I don't mind that. But do I want the Kozilek's return? It could be a good way to get back into the game. We're going to give it a try. Okay, this hand is fine. We're going to keep this. Looks like turn 2 Stormwing Entity. Keep. And our opponent is mulliganing. All the way down to 5 cards so far. Okay. We're going to play the Steam Vents tapped. And next turn, play a Stormwing Entity. Okay, they've only got 4 cards left in hand. Hopefully they do not have access to Lightning Axe. And if we draw another land next turn, we're going to be swinging in for huge damage. Let's see if we can scry a land to the top. Interesting. No lands here. Is the Aether Gust worth keeping? I think that I really want to go fast here. I'm going to bottom both of these sideboard cards. And we'll pass the turn. They find no dredgers. This is still upkeep. They're going to haggle? No, they're going to Lightning Axe. Unfortunate. Yeah, we can't deal with that. That resolves. And they managed to get a bunch of cards into their graveyard. This is unfortunate. We are going to be able to Sprite Dragon Gut Shot the Macromoeba. And we draw a Soul-Scar Mage. I like playing the Soul-Scar Mage first in general. So we're going to do that. And we'll leave up mana. The Lava Dart could potentially kill the Necromoeba, but I would prefer to do that kind of thing on my turn. Okay, pass back. Okay, they managed to dredge into a Creeping Chill. And mill over a Lightning Axe. They're going to Light from the Loam some lands back. And they have a Blast Zone. Because I have the Gut Shot for the Necromoeba here, I'm going to leave the Lava Dart in hand so that I can use it at a later time. Although if they attack here, that would be far too aggressive, I think. Especially when they weren't attacking with the Ox. We do not find the land, unfortunate. Red-blue. Gut Shot you. Attack with all creatures. Now that Blasting Zone combined with Life from the Loam is going to be a problem in the long term. But they're going to have several turns in order to bring it back and activate it and bring it back and activate it and activate it. So that's not something I'm going to worry about. It's not something I have an answer to regardless, so no reason to worry about it. Well, I guess the Relic would stop it. They dredge the Thug or the Loam? Oh, they get some more Necromoebas, more blockers. Or maybe it's just one. Right, the other Necromoeba is the one I killed. Okay. Stormwing Entity. Well, we're not going to be able to cast that this turn. I'm thinking probably Lava Dart them, light up the stage, and see if we can draw a land. If we can, then we've got some more action. And we've got the Lava Dart on the back end to get rid of the Necromoeba. Do not find the land. Unfortunate. So the question is, do I sacrifice one of my 2 lands to get rid of the Necromoeba? I don't think I do. I'll let them block. So with the Manamorphose, I'm wondering if we're setting up for a win on our next turn. Interesting that they would activate the Blast Zone now, though. Are they going to be probably pumping it up so they can get rid of the Sprite Dragon with it? Nope. Nope, they're getting rid of the Soul-Scar Mage post-combat. Interesting choice. Oh, they have a Conflagrate. And they're doing 5 damage to the Sprite Dragon. That's smart. I do have Lava Dart in the graveyard. So that is going to get my Sprite Dragon. And it looks like they're passing. Okay, so we play the Manamorphose to start. We'll go... I'm thinking probably red-blue. I think playing the Stormwing Entity is still going to be stronger than the Soul-Scar Mage. And if we find a land, then we'll be able to play both. We do find a land. Let's see here. I think at this point, we no longer want the fetch land. The Islet is interesting, but I think that we still want more gas. We'll bottom that. Play the Soul-Scar Mage, and pass back. So they have 0 cards in hand, but they can dredge a Stinkweed Imp. They wouldn't be able to cast it. So let's see here. They do... So they get basically nothing on their dredge again. So I think that we just win here. Or very close to it. Get a Swiftspear. Very nice. Burst Lightning them. And they scoop. Oh, but our hand looks gas, so we'll keep. Good luck. We're going to start with Soul-Scar Mage. Okay, so basic mountain. Our Soul-Scar Mage is probably going to get killed. Let's see here. We are just going to go ahead, fetch Shock. Do our opponent's work for them. We are going to want access to that blue mana very soon with a Sprite Dragon and Opt. And we'll get our creature lightning bolted and just move on with our lives. Lava Dart us, which means a light up the stage is coming. Okay, they've got a ton of gas off of that. Okay, we'll play the Swiftspear and the Soul-Scar Mage and attack for 1. And I assume they're going to be playing both of their creatures. Oh, no, they're going to Lightning Bolt. Okay. Nothing I can do about that. And they're going to lose their Swiftspear. Okay. Let's see here. I'm thinking... I wouldn't mind playing the Sprite Dragon this turn. And then I would attack. Attacking here is quite risky because they could have a gut shot or something. I mean, attacking with a Swiftspear. I don't mind attacking with the Sprite Dragon. Although I would rather have another land so that I could try and protect it. Oh, this was... I mean, if they're going to sacrifice one of their mountains for Lava Dart, that's fine at this point in the game. But I'm going to have to be very careful of that for the next turn. Okay, so they did go ahead and sacrifice their mountain for the Lava Dart. And they're going to Burst Lightning, taking care of our board. Unfortunately, we have no instants or sorceries. But they are tapped out with no Lava Dart in the graveyard, so I'll be able to take care of their Stormwing Entity. And we find a land. Excellent. I think we start with an Opt here. Light up the stage is going to be quite good later. We do want that. And we're going to Lightning Bolt the Entity. Get rid of that. And pass the turn. So we now have 2 spells in the graveyard. Not an entity. They're going for the Opt here. They are going to be doing significant damage. Hoping that we can find a removal spell for that on our turn. Find another Opt. Okay, we're going to Manamorphose. We'll go red. Find another Manamorphose. We'll cast that too. find a Gut Shot. So we can Gut Shot them, light up the stage. Okay. So now we have Lava Dart, which answers their Soul-Scar Mage. How many cards do we have in the graveyard now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we could actually play the Bedlam Reveler this turn. Which does put us to a very precarious life total. If we can avoid it, we aren't going to want to take any more damage. Okay, fortunately that was a land and not a lightning bolt. They are attacking though. And they're playing things immediately. Oh, a Petty Theft. You know, I was thinking about playing this card in this very deck. So good for them for beating me to it. And I'm going to take 2? No, this is nearly lethal. I'm going to 2. And I get a Gut Shot. Cannot attack, cannot use that without, let's see here. How am I going to do this? Thinking Sprite Dragon, Lava Dart, Gut Shot. Or I could do Sprite Dragon, Burst Lightning, Lava Dart. I like that the most out of my options. Actually, yeah, the difference between 1 and 2 is pretty large in this matchup. Go Sprite Dragon for sure. Yeah, because if I go down to 1, then they're going to be... Oh, they'll be able to use Lava Dart regardless. Lava Dart is for 2 damage. They have mountains available. So that's 3, and I could do... Oh man, did I really mess up? 3, 4, 5. I could have put them to, I think, to 1. Okay. Regardless, they're drawing off the top, so if they find a damage spell, they win. It looks like they did. Yep. That would have killed me if I was at 1 or 2, so that's fine. Let's see here. Definitely bringing in Dragon's Claw. The Abrade to get rid of their Dragon's Claw or kill their creatures. And then I need to take 4 cards out. I'm going to take out Gut Shot. Don't need to be doing myself damage. And I might take out the Opt, because the Mutagenic Growth will potentially save my creatures. So I'm going to want to keep that. And then the question is, do I want to keep the final Opt or bring in a Flame Slash? I think that the... I think the Flame Slash is going to be a little bit better. We're going to want the removal spells to kill the opponent's creatures. So we're going to bring in the extra removal spell. Yes, I would like to play. Let's see here. Only 1 land, which is unfortunate. Otherwise, the hand is great, of course. Do not like keeping 1 land hands, but we've got a lot of 1 land options. I'm going to mull. Tough choice on that one. This hand is so good. 2 Dragon Claws. We're going to keep this. And we'll get rid of the Lava Dart. and hold up lightning bolts for removal. And hopefully they'll scoop to the Dragon Claws. Depending on what they play here, we'll either fetch a basic mountain to bolt their creature, or get a tapped Steam Vents. And now we'll just hope that they don't have a Spell Pierce here. That would be pretty next level on their part. Find a Soul-Scar Mage, very good. But we're not going to play that into their Lightning Bolt. Instead, we'll play Dragon's Claw. They go ahead and opt in response. Saw that blue mana for a second there. I was a little bit scared. But they didn't have to opt in response to the Dragon Claw. They could have done it later. Okay. Yes, I would like to gain the life. And now they're going to cast a, light up the stage. See if we find a land here. We do not. I'm thinking that casting the 2 creatures this turn is pretty good, and then they're going to be priced into casting these creatures instead of dealing with both of them. So 1 creature should survive. Burst Lightning, I have no response to that. Burst Lightning again, so they're taking care of my creatures here, which means they're losing the advantage that they got with Light Up the Stage. Draw Stormwing Entity, but I cannot cast it until I get another land, so I'll just play the other Dragon Claw and pass. I'm hoping they play a creature here that I can kill and I draw a land. No, they're just going to light up the stage. Okay, so I'm going to need to be careful about the Stormwing Entity for this turn for sure. If I just cast it, they'll Lightning Bolt it, so there's no reason to make a play. And they deal me 1 damage with that Lightning Bolt. Okay. I'll fetch up a tapped Steam Vents. And then I'm going to, let's see here, I think I'll Burst Lightning them, cast a Stormwing Entity. Well, they still have 4 cards in hand. I'm just gaining advantage as this game goes along. So I might just pass here. As far as direct damage goes, we've got 8 to the face here, which is half of their life total. Okay. We're fine with taking 1, so we aren't going to make any quick responses here. Okay, so I'm thinking that a Lightning Bolt here is fine. Let's Lightning Bolt their critter. Okay, they've got another Lightning Bolt and another Lightning Bolt. So they're going to try and save their critter. Okay, and they do not have another dart, so they're not going to be able to do any kind of really tricksy things. So we're just going to go ahead and burst lightning their guy. Gain 2 more life. And then on our turn, oh, they have a Mutagentic Growth. Oh, wow. So they're really going all out on this, huh? Well, we're going to have to do the same. And we draw a Lava Dart. Very good. Lava Dart them. Gain 1,000,000 life. Play Stormwing Entity. And we have a Lava Dart to save it. I think that our opponent has just conceded. Very good. Okay. So we're pretty much going to be looking to do the same thing again. I think we're just going to ship it back. Let's see here. 3 lands, 2 creatures, bolt light up the stage. This is fine. We're going to keep this. I would prefer to have 1 fewer land, 1 more spell, but this is fine. Let's see here. So they're probably going to be able to kill our creature. But I think that we still want to be playing our spells. Go get Basic Mountain to save our life total. They're immediately sacking the Tarn and getting a tapped land. Okay. So our Soul-Scar Mage survives for 1 turn at least. And it died. Okay, we get another Lightning Bolt. I'm going to play the Swiftspear. And depending on what happens, if it survives the combat, I'll play Mountain Light Up the Stage. And if it doesn't, I'll play Steam Vents tapped. Okay. Land Burst Lightning. That's fine. We can play both of those next turn. Manamorphose. Probably going to bring out a entity. Yep. And it's our turn again. And I found a Stormwing Entity off the top. So what I'm thinking here is I'm going to want to Lightning Bolt their entity, and then, if possible, play my own. Or I might want to wait. I might want to Lightning Bolt, Burst Lightning. Tricky, 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 tricky. Let's see if we can kill it. They're going to cast Lava Dart. Lava Dart targeting us. Okay. Burst Lightning. We get it. Excellent. Attack with Swifty. Let's see here. We have one more basic mountain. Oh, we already played a land. Right. Okay. Pass. Okay. Now I'm going to want to keep the Lightning Bolt in hand for the Stormwing Entity, so we're not going to kill their creatures this turn. We'll take the 2 damage. Find a Bedlam Reveler. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we'll be able to play the Reveler soon. Let's start by trying to kill their Sprite. If they have a Mutagentic Growth, we get hosed. Okay, they don't. Play the Entity. Let's see here. We'll bottom the land and top the slash. We'll play... let's see here. Yeah, we'll just play this tapped. And attack with the Swifty. Okay, they got Petty Theft to return the Entity. Unfortunate. And an Ot, so they're going to be swinging in for 3. Potentially 4-5. Okay, we got the Flame Slash. I think that means we can cast almost everything. Okay, we're not going to be able to cast the Entity and the Reveler. I would think I would rather cast the Reveler in that case. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, it costs 3 mana. I'm going to use the fetch land. Go get basic mountain, play the Reveler. Okay, nice. Okay, we got a pretty good turn coming up on our next turn. The question is, do I want to go to 10 to light up the stage now? Or should I wait? I don't have any damage in my hand in order to activate it. So I might want to go to 10 so that I can get 2 more cards for next turn. I think that's worthwhile. I have a lot of mana to use. But that would put me to 9 with a Lava Dart, so maybe not. Now it appears that I pressed the 2 anyways, so the choice is out of my hands. And our opponent conceded. We've won. Let's see here. We've got a creature, a turn 2 Stormwing Entity. We can also turn 1 light up the stage if we wanted to get really wild, which we don't. We are going to keep this. Oh, okay. Looks like we're playing against green-black variant. First turn Thoughtseize. Probably get rid of the Entity off the start. That's basically why we were keeping this hand. And we find a Soul-Scar Mage off the top. Excellent. We'll go ahead and play it right away. And hopefully next turn we're going to Lava Dart, light up the stage, and attack for 3. We have Creature, Land, Sorcery. A Tarmogoyf would be a 3/4. And my cards are instants, so 4/5. But they're just passing, so they probably have Fatal Push or Abrupt Decay. I'm thinking to start with the Gut Shot, light up the stage, so if we get a land, we can play that. This does make us vulnerable to Lightning Bolt. Oh, darn. They might be fetching Lightning Bolting here. Nope. That's an Overgrown Tomb. So this is fine. So yeah, we got the Wooded Foothills. And we'll attack. Go get basic Mountain and cast the Dart. We aren't going to be doing any flashback nonsense here. Oh, we managed to do the damage. I thought for sure this was going to be a Fatal Push. Alright, pass back. Unfortunately, we don't have an Islet with all our lands, so we are a bit flooded. What could this be? A Liliana, perhaps? A Maelstrom Pulse, that's fine. 3 mana and a card for our 1 mana card. And we find another Mage. It was a bit of a mistake playing that Mountain that way. I should have played one of the other 2 lands. And we'll pass. Now we have to be pretty careful about going all in on 1 Prowess creature here. Oh, really? You're going to Lightning Bolt this? So it would take 2 darts to save it? So we will save our creature from their Lightning Bolt, doing them 2 damage and losing a land in the process. And now they have a Scavenging Ooze, which is going to be able to eat up the other Lightning Dart. Okay, they get rid of the Entity instead. Okay, we'll take our turn. We draw a Lightning Bolt. So we Lightning Bolt their Skoos and attack for 2. Or we could just attack, and if they block, we could... Oh, that's interesting. We could attack, and if they don't block, then that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, put them to 1. And if we attack and they do block, then we could Lava Dart the Skoos, losing a land. I think that the simplest option is just going to be the best. So we could do a total of 4 damage, putting them to 4, but I would like to keep my land around for another turn here. And if we draw a couple of other different cards, it's going to be more beneficial to have the Lava Dart in the graveyard. So Bloodbraid Elf, yep. Lightning Bolt off the top. We're not going to be able to save our Soul-Scar Mage this time. Do they attack with the Bloodbraid Elf? They do. Okay, we get a Stormwing Entity. So, red, blue, Lava Dart, you. What do we have on top of our library? A couple of lands. We'll put them both on bottom. opponent is putting themselves to 4. They do still have 1 card in hand, going up to 2. Quite a bit of mana. Another Bloodbraid Elf, okay. With a Fatal Push, so they'll put that back. Can't do anything with that. Oh, they're putting it on the stack. I mean, I guess that's fine. You can put it on the stack, but it's not going to do anything. Goes into the graveyard. I wonder if there's a purpose for having cards in the graveyard. They have 1 card left in hand. We get a spell. We do. Okay, and then we'll Lightning Bolt them. Okay, so we're playing against Jund. What do we have against Jund? We have Aether Gust. Seems good. We've got Blood Moon. It's fine. We have Flame Slash. Seems good. Mutagenic Growth is going to be good. Gut Shot is bad. Bedlam Reveler is going to be quite nice. Having Blood Moons, I like to take... Blood Moons and Aether Gust is a little bit awkward, actually. I think I'm going to take the Blood Moon out, especially on the draw, and we'll bring it back in if we're on the play. And I think probably the weakest card now is probably Burst Lightning or Opt. I'm going to take out one of the Opt and submit. Okay, we have 2 lands, 2 creatures. We have a way to save a creature from a removal spell if it's a Lightning Bolt. Not so much for Fatal Push. So we'll keep. Okay, looks like our opponent mulliganed once. Alright, we'll take our turn. Find a Stormwing Entity off the top. Very, very, very nice. Go get Basic Mountain, play Soul-Scar. Okay, we've got our first wizard on the board. See if they've got the Fatal Push ready. No, it's a Lightning Bolt. We will save our creature. Feels a lot better when we do that with an attack, but it is what it is. It means we won't be able to play the Stormwing Entity on our turn, which is also unfortunate. But I think it was a pretty good one-for-one trade there. Okay. Take our turn. Find another Soul-Scar Mage, so we'll play out both. And if they have a Maelstrom Pulse, then that will bring them right back into the game. Personally, I'm hoping to draw a land or Manamorphose. Doesn't look like a Maelstrom Pulse. Unless they just tapped incorrectly. Oh, it could be now. No, that land came into play tapped. Oh, a Wrenn and 6. Okay, Wrenn and 6 does not kill Soul-Scar Mage. And we will be able to kill their Wrenn and 6. Hopefully we draw Manamorphose or land. We do not. Okay, so what do we do in this case? I'm thinking Lightning Bolt them and kill Wrenn and 6. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the best play. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Now, that might have been a mistake. Maybe I was supposed to actually attack them instead. Okay, they take our Flame Slash. We get to keep our good cards. We have 3 spells in the graveyard, so we need 3 more. And they have a Tarmogoyf. Okay, that is a little bit of a problem. Soul-Scar Mages make it not as much of a problem as it would be otherwise. And we find a land a little bit late. 1, 2, 3. So we're far off from doing anything. We're just going to pass. We're okay with them attacking us here. We're both very low on cards, but if I can get this Bedlam Reveler out, then that'll turn things around. Okay. Bit of card advantage for them. They find an Inquisition, which is a dead card. They can take a look at the hand, the cards they already know about in my hand. And they can attack for half my life total. If they do attack with Bloodbraid Elf, I'll double block. They have no cards in hand, so they'll kill one of my Soul-Scar Mage. Okay, they hold it back. Maybe. And we find another card we can't cast. That's painful. Holding the Soul-Scar Mage back, but I do not want to block with it. And a Seasoned Pyromancer. They're going to gas right back up. So it looks like we will be heading to a game 3. We had a decent start. That Pyromancer is a pain. I'm going to take the 5. We'll go to 6. We get Aether Gust. That's interesting. Okay. So when the Tarmogoyf attacks, then we can Aether Gust it and kill the Pyromancer with our Soul-Scar Mage. Oh, not so, not so. Okay. Now, do they attack in with the Pyromancer as well? They do, okay. Aether Gust their Tarmogoyf. Probably put it back on top. It's a good card. Back on top. Okay, we'll take 2, go to 4. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 cards now. And they cast another Inquisition. Dude, you already know what cards are in my hand. We find Lava Dart. Okay. So with a Lava Dart, we can cast the Stormwing Entity. Lava Dart them. Now we are going to have to go down to 3 for this, which is not ideal. We do know they play Lightning Bolt, but they've already played 3 Lightning Bolts. We're going to bottom, pass. There's that Tarmogoyf. And we get another Aether Gust. Interesting. So the question is, do we attack for 3 or for 4? I don't think we can attack this turn, but we'll be looking to attack next turn. I realize this is incredibly dangerous. Every time Jund draws a card, their card quality is excellent. So it's a pretty big risk. Every single turn we let them live, but I think that attacking with the entity would have been a larger risk. It would have put us to 1 and meant we would no longer be able to use the Fiery Islet. So they have the Maelstrom Pulse. So we are going to go to 1. We can no longer use the Islet for mana. Puts it back on top. No surprise there. We go to 1. Okay, find a land. Very good. Play the Reveler. Okay. I'm considering playing the Soul-Scar Mage as well. We know they have Tarmogoyf, but with the Soul-Scar Mage, that's not as much of a problem as it was. Another Islet. So, this is where the game becomes tricky. We could Burst Lightning them and then light up the stage. I think that's our best option. Okay, so we'll play the Swifty. And unfortunately, we just have to pass. And that's GG. Oh, hold on a second. This could do me 2 damage. What are you doing, opponent? That should have been game over, but they made me discard a card instead of doing me 2 damage. I don't think they're going to shame scoop here. They're still in a very good position. Oh, come on. I thought for sure they were going to attack with Tarmogoyf there. Doesn't make much sense not to. Draw a card. Draw a card. Oh man, a bunch of lands. Bogus. Well, the Lightning Bolt is pretty good, and we have Lava Dart. So we can do 3/4 to a Tarmogoyf. Attacking here is still incredibly risky. We know they have a Bloodbraid Elf, so we need blockers. I wish I had a flyer or something. Here comes Bloodbraid Elf, I think. They get a Liliana off the top. So I think that should be good game. No, I have the Lightning Bolt to answer something, so I can still stop them from winning. Yeah, that happens. Bye, Swifty. So I can Lightning Bolt the Bloodbraid Elf. No, because this will become a 3/4. Lightning Bolt would make the Tarmogoyf a 2/3. Tricky. Let's see how they attack. They don't attack. I just don't understand our opponent. Keep on drawing lands here. Okay, we'll play the Steam Vents tapped. So we have access to Lightning Bolt, Dart, Dart, Dart. That's 4 Prowess triggers and 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. But they're obviously going to block. Very tricky. I'm going to Lava Dart the Liliana. Probably would have been better to do that on their upkeep. We're just going to pass. Yeah, it would have been better to do that on their upkeep for sure. Terminate. Yep. That's GG. Well, then again, they might not attack. Who knows? Our opponent has been doing some really silly things. Yep. And now watch, they don't attack. Okay. They had been making some very loose plays, let me tell you what. Alright, so we're going to take out the Aether Gust and bring in the Blood Moons, because we're on the play. The Aether Gust might be better than the Opt. We're going to do that. And submit. Definitely want to take the play. We have a terrible hand. This hand is just awful. We're going to mulligan. This hand is way better. We'll keep and put an entity on the bottom. Okay, we'll go get Basic Mountain, play Swifty. And hope that we have the time to put out the Blood Moon on turn 3. I'm going to hope to draw Manamorphose into land. But we have other options as well. We could get Mutagenic Growth into land. Okay, they have the Lightning Bolt. We do find the third land, so we'll pass back and hope to put out a Blood Moon on our turn. We're going to want to avoid Tarmogoyf here, although the Tarmogoyf might potentially die to Flame Slash. 1, 2, 3. No, it wouldn't. Tarmogoyf would survive the Flame Slash. Let's see what they get. No basic forest, please. They got the basic forest. It's almost like they knew. This is about the worst that could come out. There's nothing we can do about it, though. Blood Moon is pretty much no good here. It would keep them off of black mana, I guess. Is that good enough? Our hand is pretty garbage now that they've gone for the basics. And the Stormwing Entity isn't going to do any work. Well, alright, let's put out the Blood Moon and hope that we can take care of their Tarmogoyf. Regardless, it's going to be an uphill battle from here. They have access to a lot of their cards with the green mana, and now they've got a Pyromancer to get rid of whatever the Blood Moon is stopping them from casting. So we're not going to be playing this game for very much longer. All right, we're going to concede, move on to the next one. They got the play. We'll wish them good luck. This hand looks fine. It has creatures, it has lands, and it even has a spell. We'll keep. It would be so much better on the play. Polluted Delta. Are we playing against Death Shadow, maybe? Well, if we are playing against Death Shadow, we're going to give him a hand here. Hit him for 1. Hey, Esteem Vents. Untapped. Interesting. Polluted Delta, Steam Vents, and Opt. Could still be Death Shadow. Second Steam Vents. Untapped. Goblin. Oh, okay. Goblin Electromancer. So we're playing against Storm. We are going to want to kill that Electromancer. So hopefully... Oh, we don't have any mountains, though, so it might be impossible to kill. We might need to opt into something. Okay, so we do find a mountain, so we can kill the Electromancer. We're going to start with an opt. See if we can find Lightning Bolt. We can't. Light up the stage. That'll be good later. But I don't know. I don't feel like it's what I want with this hand. I'm going to be looking for removal spells and direct damage spells. I'm going to put that on the bottom. And we get another Lava Dart. Okay, so we'll play this. Go get basic mountain. Lava Dart the Electromancer. And Lava Dart it a second time. And then attack for 4. Hopefully next turn we can just play Sprite Dragon. Okay, they do have another creature, but it looks like they do not have another land. We find Stormwing Entity, unfortunate. Was looking for a Lightning Bolt there. Okay, we're going to attack with the Swiftspear in case they block. We could have Mutagenic Growth or Gut Shot. They do not block, so we get an extra point of damage. And this is their turn to combo off. So we're just going to sit here and wait and see if we die. Okay, they start with an opt. And they find a land. It's good for them. Another opt. Okay. They can still go off, I think. They go Ritual into Manamorphose. No, it looks like they're passing back. Looks like we have another turn. Okay, let's see if we can draw anything. We get a Soul-Scar Mage. So I'm thinking, let's see here, Sprite Dragon, Lava Dart. And that would be lethal. I think even through blocks. Oh, we don't have the second Lava Dart. I keep on forgetting. But if they do block, we can kill their creature. And if they don't block, that's 6, 7, put them to 1. Oh, it looks like they have a remand. Okay. Okay, we'll attack. If they block, we kill Baral. They do. And their turn. We're going to be threatening quite a bit of damage. If we can find the mountain, I think it's lethal. Otherwise, it's 4 damage. Okay, they had a second Baral. And they're going off. Okay, so we're just going to hit 6. We have no more plays. It's a lot of Manamorphose. I wish I had had some Manamorphose. And they have gifts with mana left over, so I think that this is GG. I'm pretty sure that this is just they win now. So we're going to concede. What do we do here? What do we do here? Really not too sure. Could put Abrade in, because that card is going to kill both of their Stormlords. And we could bring in Relic of Progenitus, because that'll get rid of their graveyard. We can take out Gutshot. We can take out Mutagentic Growth. Flame Slash might be good enough, barely. Also Aether Gust. I don't really think I want Aether Gust. I think I would rather have Spell Pierce, and even then, not really. We'll just take out one more card. I'm thinking maybe Opt. Okay. We will take the play. And we have 2 lands and a creature. We have an answer to their Stormlord. And light up the stage for card advantage. We'll keep. And we'll start with, I'm thinking Steam Vents Untapped or Mountain. Let's go with Steam Vents. And play the Swiftspear. Hit him for 1. Okay, they are playing the Steam Vents Untapped, giving us a bit of extra points of damage. We find another land. We'll go ahead and use this. Go get a mountain. And play the Sprite Dragon, attack for 2. They might have a Lightning Bolt. Yep. Makes sense. That would be a reason to keep the Mutagenic Growths in. Makes sense that this deck would sideboard Lightning Bolt in if they don't already have it in the main. Pretty sure they wouldn't have it in the main. One thing we also might want to think about is Kozilek's return as an answer to 10 goblins. That's something this deck will do sometimes. They'll just play a short stack of Storm, empty the Warrens, and just go ham. So it looks like we're going to want to Burst Lightning, light up the stage. We got a Soul-Scar Mage. We might want to play that, but I'm thinking that Burst Lightning, light up the stage is a better start. And then we can decide what to do when we see what comes off of the light up the stage. Okay, we got some more removal spells. So we'll go to combat, hit them for 3 and play Soul-Scar Mage, and we'll hold up those spells for next turn. It's 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is threatening lethal. And they have the Brawl. Oh, and they're going for it right now while we're tapped out. They might just have the win. They're playing quite quickly here. They might already have it in hand, guaranteed. Well, they're going for a lot of blue mana, which is curious. So they might be having Ops and Serum Visions in hand and trying to go for it now while the coast is relatively clear. So that might have been a mistake, casting the Soul-Scar Mage. I probably should have kept the Lightning Bolt up. Oh, they're Grape-Shotting. Okay, they're going to kill all our creatures. So we're going to restart from scratch, and they've got a ton of cards. This is good for them. Okay, and they shot those extra targets off at our creatures, and they're emptying their mana pool. Okay, so we're going to be starting off from scratch again. But at least we can kill their Brawl. Been an interesting game. Regretting playing that Soul-Scar Mage the other turn. Not this Soul-Scar Mage, the other Soul-Scar Mage. So let's see here. How much damage is this? That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. I don't think it's worthwhile playing any of these cards. We're going to attack for 1 and pass. I'd like to leave these cards in hand for possibly killing their Stormlords. Okay, they have a Gifts Ungiven. It's unfortunate. So they're going to be able to get something pretty nice for themselves. Okay. About the average. I think I put the Manamorphose Past in Flames in hand so they have as little mana as possible. So I put the chosen cards in the graveyard. Select the 2 rituals. Brett says, must have drawn it this turn. They didn't use the mana they had floating. I think you're right. And at this point, they do have access to a large amount of mana, so they might be able to go off here without a Stormlord. Okay, they have 2 mana left for their Past in Flames. They've got a bunch of Manamorphose to change the Pyretic Ritual mana. But they're not going to be coming out of this with a ton of mana. If they have Empty the Warrens in hand, that could be a big problem. Okay, casting a Serum Visions makes me think that they don't have everything they need. We just get to sit through this and sweat. Are they going to be going for... They're pretty close, actually, to just Grape Shot out of the graveyard here. Yeah, they could just Lightning Bolt us. So yeah, they should just have it here. Yeah, everything at me, and then they Lightning Bolt us. GG. Okay. We've got lands, we've got spells and creatures. We keep this kind of hand. And it looks like we're playing against Urzatron. We would definitely prefer to have been on the play here, but this seems like a great hand versus Urzatron. We're going to start with a Soul-Scar Mage, and then start doing some pretty serious damage over the next couple turns. Generally, I want to start with Soul-Scar Mage turn 1 if I can. It's going to do quite a bit more damage that way in the long run, rather than starting with Swiftspear and playing Soul-Scar Mage afterwards. Okay, Power Plant, so they're going to be going for Tron. That's unfortunate. They are going to have access to the 7 mana on their turn 3. We are not going to be able to kill them this turn. It's just too fast. Too soon. So I'm thinking I would rather play the second Soul-Scar Mage rather than a Prowess spell, and then try and just finish the game off. If they have like a Karn or something, we should be fine. Let me think here. So we could potentially Love It Art, which is 2 Prowess triggers, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Looks like the maximum damage we could do is 8 and lose a land. So we're just going to attack for the 2 and try and kill them on our 3rd turn. So it really comes down to if they have a Wormcoil Engine or if they have something else. Well, they're playing a Chromatic Sphere here and activating it, so they don't have the Wormcoil yet. And they're passing. That is curious. Okay. Play the Spirebluff. These are all instants, and we only need 1 mountain. Go to combat. Lightning Bolt. Burst Lightning. Lava Dart. Lava Dart. Attack for 15 on turn 3. Okay, let's go to board. We're going to bring in the Blood Moon. And I think the Abrade... Well, actually, let me think about this. Spell Pierce has been okay. And I think that the Abrade on the draw is going to be too slow. By the time I can cast it, they'll already have been able to crack their map. So I'm wondering if I should even bother with the Spell Pierce as well. It's been pretty nice to be able to counter Ugin or Karn. And we don't need Mutagenic Growth. Actually, the Mutagenic Growth can save us from Spatial Contortion. So we are going to take out the Gut Shot, and we'll take out a couple of Opts. The Mutagenic Growth is going to give us more velocity than the Opts as well. Don't want Relic, don't want Dragon's Claw, don't want Aether Gust, don't want Kozilek's Return. Yeah, this is fine. We're going to run with this. And this hand is gas, so we'll keep. Now, in this case here, where we're going to be turn 2 Manamorphose into Stormwing Entity, I'm a little bit curious about whether I should be breaking my rule about Soul-Scar on turn 1. And we get a Mutagenic Growth off the top. That's pretty neat. Not going to want to use the Mutagenic Growth this turn. That's going to be something I'm going to want to do with the entity in play already. Probably like a turn 3 thing. So yeah, let's play the Soul-Scar Mage. Oops. Pay 2 life, Soul-Scar Mage. And we'll pass. Expedition map, coming out a little bit late. Nothing we can do. Okay. Another Swifty. That's interesting. So I could play Swiftspear, Mutagenic Growth, and that would be 3, 6, 7, 8 damage, put them to 12. I could play Stormwing Entity with a Manamorphose, and then next turn just like go off. So we're going to hope that we get one more turn. They're not going to be able to Expedition map right now, so hopefully this will work out. Basically, we just need one more turn uninterrupted, and we have the Mutagenic Growth to save the Stormwing Entity if they have a Spatial Contortion. And we get an extra land off the top. That's exactly what we wanted to see. So we have 3 lands for Swiftspear, Lava Dart. And we can take any extra lands off the top. Put that on the bottom. Do we want to see a Spell Pierce? We're going to be using all our mana next turn. I think that we don't want Spell Pierce. Even though we sided it in, I don't think we want it. Is this a Dismember? Dismember on the Stormwing Entity. So we can Mutagenic Growth, and that'll put it to 6. And they've spent a bunch of life to do that. So this is going to be quite the blowout for us. I would have preferred to use the Mutagenic Growth on another turn, but this is fine. And we won. We're going to be able to play the 2 Swiftspears, play the Lava Dart, flashback the Lava Dart, and that's going to be a ridiculous amount of damage. Yeah, they don't have enough mana left to Spatial Contortion. They're tapped out. We win. Not going to bother with the Blood Moon. Pay 2 life. Yes. Swifty. Taylor Swift. Lava Dart you. And Scoop. Okay, there we go. So that's our league. We're going to be back again next week We're going to be playing Izzet Prowess again on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And next week on Tuesday and Thursday, I'm going to be putting together Mono Black Control for Pauper. We got some new toys to play with, so I'm very excited to see what happens with that. Anyways, thank you very much for viewing, and have a nice weekend.